So Sasha writes in, my mom cannot afford her mortgage anymore. She's 71 years old. She completely spent her retirement savings. She cannot work anymore and she receives $1,100 on Social Security. She can't pay her $5,500 in taxes and insurance anymore, and because of her bad health, she can't work. Her sister has decided to help her pay for those taxes and insurances in exchange to receiving the house when she dies. But now her sister cannot help anymore because she is about to give birth and she's going to be a single parent. Her mother has paid off $80,000 of the mortgage, but downsizing doesn't seem to be an option. What can she do? So if you didn't get to experience the college experience and live with roommates, well, here's the second chance. I'm kidding, but this is a serious situation because it's bad to have bad health, but you're rich. But it's even worse to have bad health and you're broke. And I think that a lot of 30 and 40-year-olds are in that situation. They're not thinking about 20 to 30 years down the future. I mean, that's 20 to 30 years. Most people don't think about that, but it is going to happen, and I feel that a lot of 30 and 40-year-olds, they're gonna be in the exact same situation as this 75-year-old mom that's facing homelessness. So most people actually recommended for Sasha to sell the house and downsize and apply for low-income housing right away. But for low-income housing in Florida, the lowest cost of that is actually $1,300. And with the Social Security checks of $1,100 that her mom was getting, there was no way this is gonna work. You know, and this story is just so common. The system is set up so that for the poor, everything is always just a little bit out of reach. I mean, with low-income housing being $1,300 and with her $1,100 Social Security check, the only way that she's going to make things happen, find housing, is if she puts that $200 on credit card or something. And you know what? That's exactly what she's gonna do. That is exactly what people are gonna do because they can't think ahead for the long term. What they're gonna do is they're gonna take it out on the credit card, they're gonna put it on a loan for the temporary relief of the short term. But they don't know, or they never learn, that the consequences are gonna be borne in the long term. Really, Sasha's mom has to find a roommate, and that is more of a norm nowadays than before because, you know, at her age, there's going to be a lot of people who are widows and a lot of people who are in her situation who cannot afford things. And the best thing for them to do is just move in together and share expenses. So look, what I think is that Sasha and her sister is going to end up in the exact same place as her mom because throughout the entire story, they never once mentioned their dad. So the brevity of the story makes one think that their mom raised them as a single mother as well, and the financial struggles of a single mother, it's difficult out there. Now, in the beginning, Sasha mentioned that downsizing doesn't really seem like an option, but this whole entire video, we proved that downsizing is entirely an option. She just has to go help her mom find a roommate. It's just that for this option, it's an option that they don't want. But this option is gonna be the only option for a lot of 30 to 40-year-olds right now, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years in the future. Just please, guys, for the sake of yourself, don't make it your option.